She didn't ask confidently. She didn't flirt. She didn't even smile. She whispered it, like saying it out loud might break her. "Can you pretend to be my date for tonight?" I looked at her. Really looked. Her hands were clenched together so tight her knuckles had gone pale. Her phone screen was still lit in her palm, buzzing non-stop like someone on the other end refused to wait. "For tonight?" I asked. She nodded once. Sharp. Nervous. "That's all I need." I should have laughed. I should have said no. I should have walked away like a normal guy with normal boundaries. Instead, I asked the worst possible follow-up question. "Will your family be okay with me?" That's when her eyes flicked away. And I knew I'd already made a mistake. My name's Daniel. I was 28, recently moved to the city, still figuring out where I fit. New job. New apartment. No real connections yet. And she was the last person I expected to pull me into her crisis. Lena Park. Quiet. Polite. Brilliant. The kind of woman who never asked for help, even when she clearly needed it. We worked in the same building, different departments. We'd exchanged small talk in elevators. Shared awkward smiles in the break room. That was it. Until tonight. "It's my cousin's engagement dinner," she said quickly, like ripping off a bandage. "My parents are flying in. They think I'm seeing someone." I raised an eyebrow. "Seeing someone?" She swallowed. "You." There it was. The lie. Fresh. Fragile. Dangerous. "I didn't mean for it to go this far," she rushed on. "It just started as a way to stop the questions. You know how families are." I did. I grew up in one of those families. The kind where silence meant judgment and every gathering came with expectations. "Why me?" I asked. She hesitated. "Because you're kind," she said. "And because you won't take advantage of this." That should have scared me more than anything. Her phone buzzed again. She glanced at it and winced. "They're already asking where you are." I checked the time. 2 hours. That's all she had. "All right," I said slowly. "Rules first." Her head snapped up. "Rules?" "Yes," I said. "If I'm doing this, we don't improvise. We agree on everything. How we met. How long we've been dating. What we don't talk about." She nodded fast. "Of course." "And one more thing," I added. "What?" "If this gets uncomfortable, we leave. No questions." For the first time since she'd spoken to me, she smiled. Relief. Real relief. "Thank you," she whispered. An hour later, I was standing outside a restaurant I couldn't pronounce, wearing a jacket I hadn't planned to wear, about to meet a family that thought I was already important. Lena stepped out of the car beside me. She looked different. Confident. Composed. Beautiful in a way that felt dangerous. She slipped her arm through mine. "Just remember," she murmured, "my father asks a lot of questions." The door opened. Her mother's eyes lit up. Her father stared at me like he was measuring my worth. And before I could say a word, Lena said, "Mom. Dad. This is Daniel. The man I told you about." Her father stepped closer. Extended his hand. And said something that made my stomach drop. "So," he said calmly, "you're the reason my daughter's been lying to us." Lena's grip tightened. And I realized. This wasn't just pretending to be a date. This was walking straight into a family secret that had already started to crack. Her father's words landed softly. Too softly. "So," he said, still holding his hand out, you're the reason my daughter's been lying to us. The restaurant noise faded. Forks clinked. Laughter echoed from another table. But at ours, time slowed. I shook his hand. Sir, I said carefully, I didn't know she told you anything that wasn't true. Lena's breath caught beside me. Her mother looked between us, smile tight. What does that mean? Lena stepped in fast. Dad, please. Not here. Her father didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. You said you were happy, he said to her. You said you'd finally met someone. I am happy, she replied, a little too quickly. He turned to me. Then tell me. How did you meet my daughter? This was the moment. The test. I remembered our rules. Stick to the truth, close enough to reality that it didn't shake. In the office building, I said. We kept running into each other. Coffee machine. Elevator. Started talking. Her mother nodded. That sounds like Lena. And you? Her father pressed. What do you want with her? Lena's fingers dug into my arm. I could have joked. Deflected. Smoothed it over. Instead, I said the only honest thing I could. I want her to stop feeling like she's disappointing everyone. The table went silent. Lena turned to me, eyes wide. Her mother's expression softened. Her father studied me for a long moment. Then he sat down. Sit, he said. We did. Dinner arrived, but no one touched it. You've always been like this, her father said to Lena. Carrying everything alone. Thinking you have to prove yourself. She stared at her plate. I didn't want to be a problem, she said quietly. Her mother reached for her hand. You were never a problem. Lena laughed bitterly. Then why does it feel like I'm always failing? The question cracked something open. Her father sighed. Because we never taught you it was okay not to be perfect. Silence again. Different now. Heavy, but real. I felt like an intruder, and a witness. Then her cousin clinked a glass from across the table, oblivious. Speech time. The moment snapped. Lena stiffened. I can't do this. She stood abruptly. I followed. Outside, the night air was cool. I'm sorry, she said. I dragged you into my family mess. You didn't, I said. You trusted me. She looked up. Do you hate me? I shook my head. No. But this can't stay pretend forever. Her eyes searched mine. What if I don't know how to be honest without losing them? I answered without thinking. Then let them lose the lie first. She exhaled shakily. Inside, her father appeared at the door. Lena, he said, softer now. Come back in. She hesitated. Then she squeezed my hand once, silent thanks, and went inside. I stayed back. I was supposed to be a role. A shield. A temporary solution. But as I watched her walk toward her family, I realized something had shifted. Because pretending has a way of revealing truths you didn't mean to face. And the biggest one was this. I didn't want this to be fake anymore. But I had no idea if she felt the same.